How to make melodies with zero music theory. So this is a guide for FL Studio users. We have all the cheat codes right inside of our DAW. So firstly, let's load up an instrument. We're going to load up Omnisphere. Now the key to this technique is that we're going to use a 5-note or a 6-note scale, it's called. Even if you don't know what a scale is, I'll show you what that means. So if you right click the typing keyboard, let's say you want to type your melody out on your typing keyboard, use this button here. And we're going to switch this to whatever root key you want. Usually I'm in octave 4. And then we're going to play what are called the pentatonic scales. So this is the major pentatonic, and then you have what's called the minor pentatonic. These are 5-note scales. You don't need to memorize what it is and how to make it. Understand it's just 5 notes. And the reason that's important is because with the 7-note scales, you have a little more complexity. Whereas 5 notes, it just sounds good no matter what you play. Now in Omnisphere, I'm going to load up a little bit of a different sound. This is called the Unclean Machine. These are more modern sounds. If you're wondering what the sound selection is, let's hit shuffle and click on a random preset. So the sound itself has expression. It has reverb. It has like a subtle pitch bend to it. So now what we're going to do is right click again. Let's select minor pentatonic. You can also use the blues scale if you're writing a minor or the minor natural. I just prefer to use minor pentatonic to start. Okay, and then turn on your metronome. We're going to hit record notes and automation. You can't hit a wrong note. Just focus on the rhythm. And let's get the timing right. Let's do 108 BPM. It's more of a dance BPM. Okay, so I'll show you a couple things. Now, once you have your notes, you can go in and edit individual notes by hitting Control to highlight these little side key right here and hit Shift up or down. So I wanted to do a half step. I'm going to hit Alt Q to quantize the notes. You don't always have to quantize, but for more modern genres, we usually quantize the notes. So now that everything's quantized, let's go back into Omnisphere now and start hitting shuffle to switch out the sound. And now we're going to have different bounces. Let's clone the Omnisphere. I'll show you a tip to make a counter melody here. We're going to copy the same exact notes, hit Control C, Control V. We're just going to hit Control down. Okay, so all I'm doing is just lowering all these notes down an octave. And what I'm going to do here get rid of all the upper notes. So it's just the bass notes, the rhythmic notes, I'll say. And I'm literally clicking random presets. It's pretty cool. Now the melody sounds more advanced because we're just layering different parts of the melody. Okay, let's open up another sound. I'll show you guys another trick here. Now, it depends on the genre for this next tip here. But let me make sure. Was I in Nylon Sky? No, I wasn't. Okay, so let's go to Unclean Machine on that last preset. Trying to stay in the pocket of the sound. Okay, so what we're going to do now is hit shuffle. Copy the first set of notes, hit paste. And now what we're going to do is hit Control L to elongate these notes, hit Control G to group any notes. And now I'm going to grab all of the notes and just drag them over top of each other. You could leave it like that, but what we'll experiment with is an arpeggio. I'm going to highlight these notes, hitting Control, hit Alt L, hit Control G, and then now we have all the notes kind of dragged out. Now let's go to the arpeggio section of Omnisphere or any plugin that you use, and we'll turn the ARP on. So this is our rhythmic section. We have the bass section, the main melody, and then a rhythmic section. Now we have a really unique melody, and it's bouncing without any drums. Okay, you can swap out the sound. I think in Omnisphere you can lock. I forget how to lock. Oh, here it is. The lock. We can lock. Let's lock the arpeggiator. So now I can change the preset. I think that other preset we had was just the golden preset. So now we have a moving, breathing melody. And from here, you can start running it through processing. There's no rule for processing a sound. Try delays and different things. Even Fruity Delay, people overlook this all the time. Turn the dry level down, turn feedback down, turn delay time down. Everything else becomes in effect. This is the pitch wobble effect. Turning up time modulation. For chorus vibe, turn up dry. Do some time offset. Another cool plugin that's new is Hyper Chorus, and you could add that in. This is just a really good plugin. Another thing, we could add some slow down effects. Let's add this free plugin. Now, what I like to do is pair any slowed down things with this plugin called, Pitch Shifter by ImageLine. Where's Pitch Shifter? Here we go. And I like to pull the pitch up an octave before I lower it down, slowing it down an octave. So it's a unique sound. Or you could do it the other way around. Let's switch. This adds more of a texture to the sound. I don't think the sound sounds good slowed down, so we're just going to turn that off. But that's how you would add processing to your sound. Now let's go back to the original sounds and just swap. Now at this point, you're just swapping out sounds. Really doesn't matter what you use. That's more rhythmic because it has a delay. So I wouldn't use two rhythmic things unless they complement each other. In this case, it's a nice complement, but you got to be careful with too many rhythmic things because the rhythms may clash. Luckily, it doesn't clash. You can also lower that rhythmic section down to the bass because rhythm is a slow frequency. If you really study rhythm, it's just a slow frequency. So rhythm is usually tied to lower frequency stuff most of the time. It's not a hard rule. Okay, so that's how simple it can be, how to make melodies without any music theory. You could change any of those variables that I showed you. If you want to learn actual music theory and how to actually create melodies from your head and create chords that create mood, that move people by your music, then go to busyworksbeats.com/music theory magic. I'll leave a link below because you have to understand the science of music if you truly want to get people to resonate with it. So thanks for watching. It's Game from busyworksbeats.com. Peace.